Would you pay thousands of dollars for a Carnival Excel Suite? We're exploring all of the amenities that come with a Carnival Suite to see if they're worth it. From exclusive access to specialty dining perks and free room service, we'll examine all of the perks that come with an Excel Suite. And you won't believe this room and all that comes with it.
Luxurious.
We'll see if Carnival's offerings are worth the bigger price tag. Y'all, we may be broke after this one.
All right, looks like we're popping bottles tonight.
Let's get this recess started. You know what time it is. It's recess time. When you book an Excel level suite, you get exclusive perks that are in addition to all of the standard perks that come with any Carnival Suite guest. We're gonna be diving into all of these throughout this video.
All right, we made it here to the port of Galveston, and we're about to board the Carnival Jubilee. One of the perks of getting a suite on Carnival is that you get priority embarkation and debarkation, and that'll be notated on your boarding pass, as well as all of your documentation that you get priority. That means that you get to get on the ship first, and you get to leave the ship first. So when you enter and do all your security and check-in, they actually have a special priority line just for suites. So you can bypass all of the other cruisers that are getting on in normal boarding order. Suites get a priority line, which is a really nice perk. So we're gonna go see if it's worth it and if it actually speeds up the boarding process at all. All right, we made it. We're in the priority line as denoted by these red ropes. So we get to bypass all of the other people in our own line because we're in a suite. All right, we're through security. That was a quick and painless process. They had their own security line for priority guests, which was nice. So got through security super quick, probably took like 5, maybe 8 minutes to get through there. And now we're here in the Captain's Lounge, just kind of waiting. The Captain's Lounge is a nice little separated area for Platinum, Diamond, and Suites. And yeah, this is nice. This is definitely an upgrade to the Galveston terminal that wasn't here before. It's definitely nice to see. There's lots of plush seating. It's kind of separated off from everyone, and now we're just waiting to board the ship. So we'll get the all aboard call here in a little bit, but right now we're just gonna relax. So process has been super smooth and easy, and no complaints here. All right, one perk about suites is that you actually have a 48-hour window prior to everyone else to check into the cruise. So in this case, we were actually on the Utopia of the Seas when that window opened, so we were unable to choose an earlier time. And so as you can see on our boarding passes, our arrival time was actually 12 to 12:30. So it's a little confusing because Carnival in their emails that they send to you say don't arrive prior to your arrival time, you're not going to be allowed into the terminal. I don't know, we arrived here about 9:30, right when they opened the terminal. They let us right in. They didn't have any issues. I think it's because we have the priority on our boarding pass. So don't be confused like we were, even though your arrival time may be a little bit later than when they open the terminal, because you have priority, you can walk right in and use the priority line, which is nice.
Yeah, like Chris said, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Now, we apologize in advance if we've created more work for people. Our arrival time wasn't until noon, but our understanding is that Diamond and Platinum and Suites do tend to board early, and that's one of the perks. One thing is there aren't a lot of amenities. It almost seems like they want to have them. They have an area where like it looks like a bar, but there are certainly no bartenders. There's no continental breakfast. It's going to be really interesting to see what other perks we get when we get on board.
So for this sailing on the Carnival Jubilee, Ben and I actually got an XL suite, which is the highest level suite that you can get. It's not the XL aft suite. That is the highest, but we got one kind of close to it, and we'll show you the room when we get there. But the XL suites on board the XL class ships are the suites that come with the most amenities. So we wanted to show you what comes with the most expensive price tag on the ship and if it's worth it or not.
The one thing I just noticed in the Suite Lounge is that they actually have a photographer with the Carnival Jubilee backdrop right here in the Captain's Lounge. That's actually a really cool touch because you kind of don't want to miss out on that. And then when they board you, you could just get on the ship. So I think Chris and I, it's kind of our tradition to get a photo there. So I think we're gonna have to go do that.
All right, so like we said, this is a little weird because Carnival will say one thing, but then you do another thing. So for instance, they just let us know that they're about to board Diamond, Platinum, and Suite guests onto the ship. But as you can see, our boarding group is E10. So they board in alphanumeric order. So one would think, oh, we gotta wait till E is called, but we're actually in a suite, so we can get on the very first. So it's a little confusing, and if you don't know that you can get on with the suite group if you have a suite and you wait till E, then you're not going to get on till later.
All right, the boarding process has begun. We're about to enter the gangway to get on the ship. We are not Diamond, we are Suite guests, so we got to go on right after Diamond. Diamond guests have 200 days at sea. Chris and I are close to Platinum, which is 75 days. 75, then 200. They need a gap in the middle, right? Like the program
You go from 75 days at sea to 200. That's too big of a gap.
And just like that, 10:56, we're on board.
Wow, this is crazy. I don't know if it's because we have a suite or what, but we haven't even set sail yet. We haven't even left the port, and our bags are already here at our room. I don't know if that's because they're priority or what, but that's really cool. All right, we finally made it into our room here, room 10209. We got an Excel forward-facing suite here on the Carnival Jubilee. Let's show you around a little bit. This suite is actually really big, plenty of space. There's a separate living and sleeping area. So the bedroom is separated from the living room, which I happen to love. And there's a TV in both rooms. So one person can be watching TV out in the living room and the other person can be sleeping in the bedroom. But the living room, let's take a look around. There's this giant sectional sofa that fits at least 3 people very comfortably. You have a nice big screen TV, and you even have a wet bar, which is a really cool touch. It comes with an ice bucket and some glasses if you want to pour yourself up a drink. The room also comes with a mini fridge, which I think comes standard in most rooms anyway, but it's nice to have it right next to the wet bar. I also have this really long desk with tons of plugs, so you can plug in all of your electronics and charge them without any worry. I also have to say, there are so many cabinets and drawers in this room. It's insane. In the living room alone, you have tons of drawer space, and you have an extra set of wardrobes as well, in case the ones in the bedroom just aren't enough. All right, now that we've seen the living area, follow me into the bedroom and let's take a look at that. That's crazy to say for a cruise ship cabin. Follow me into the bedroom. Normally it's all one big room, but hey, we have a separate room. Let's go. All right, here we are in the bedroom of the Excel Suite. And we have, of course, your king size bed, which is just the 2 beds pushed together, which is fine. Looks very comfortable. Got plenty of pillows, 2 nightstands on either side of the bed, another huge flat screen television, and of course, tons of cabinet space. You have tons of drawers, and you have plenty of space to hang your clothes and just to put all of your luggage away. All right, here we are in the bathroom. This is actually a really spacious bathroom. The nice standout part of this bathroom, though, is this shower. Look at this thing. It's huge. Definitely way bigger than your normal cruise ship shower. Here in the Excel Suite, they actually have a whole full shower. Not only does it have a glass door, it has like 5,000 shower heads in it. Look, it's got 1 rainfall shower head, 1, 2, 3, 4 other sprayers that come out of the wall, and it has a wand. That's insane. I've never even seen a shower like that on land, much less on a cruise ship. In addition to that awesome shower, you get Elemis Spa bath products. It's actually separate spa products that you get, so we're looking forward to those. One thing about this bathroom is it only comes with 1 sink. It's not a dual vanity bathroom, which is kind of odd. You would think that a suite would have 2 sinks, but this one only has 1.
One of the areas of these forward-facing Excel suites that I'm probably most excited about is the giant balcony that's in the front. I mean, we're right here in the front of the ship. I mean, this view just is gonna go on for days. And so excited to come out here. They've got chairs and loungers out here. So if you just wanted to spend an afternoon, get some sun, you really could. There's nothing but steel in the front, which makes sense. You're in the front of the ship, you have to break up the wind. But there's not much of a view.
All right, so just to give you guys kind of a perspective of what I'm looking at, this is eye level from me sitting in the chair on the balcony. And as you can see, the railing kind of obstructs your view, so you're not going to be able to really see the ocean, which is kind of what most people get balconies for. However, we are in the front of the ship, so I understand the engineering of it all. You can't have like glass or open railings because it would be like way too windy, I think. Yeah, this is kind of one of the biggest complaints of these suites is that the railings get in the way on the balcony. But honestly, if you just lean forward a little bit, you can see out over it. Or if you just stand up, then you get like a really good view. So yeah, you're not gonna be able to like see much of the ocean whenever you are sitting down, but you can come out here and still get an awesome view out the front of the ship.
It almost wraps around the entire front. It's not like a full like wraparound. Y'all are getting our first initial thoughts, our excitement. Make sure to watch to the end because we're here for 7 nights. We're gonna experience it all and give you our full thoughts at the end of the video on whether or not it's worth booking an Excel suite. Now, let's talk about some of the amenities that come in the room.
So like we said, these are the exclusive benefits for an Excel suite, plus all the standard suite amenities.
All right, one really cool touch of these Excel Suites is that you get a complimentary bowl of fruit. So this is actually really nice. It's a chilled bowl of fruit. It comes with grapes and apples. But the cool thing is it came with this card and it says, let us know if you want any more of your favorites. And so you just fill this out with the fruits that you would like refilled in the bowl and they'll come refill it for you.
Another cool amenity, we just got our Loft 19 wristbands. So if you watched our Havana stateroom video, you know that you get wristbands to access the Havana area. As Excel Suite guests, we get access to Loft 19. Now we're going to explore this a little later and see everything that comes with it and what doesn't, but it's kind of cool. I guess we need to keep these on hand, but stay tuned. More on Loft 19 a little later.
How do people do this? Do you just take one or you take more than one off the vine? Luxurious. Those are good grapes though.
All right, so another perk of staying in one of the Excel Suites, you get sparkling wine, which is nice, along with the bowl of fruit. So this is a really nice touch. It comes with glasses. Chris, you're gonna enjoy this because I can't do any bubbles. This is a full bottle. Like, it's not a small little like single serve. This is a full bottle of sparkling wine.
All right, looks like we're popping bottles tonight. We didn't get it the first night on Embarkation Day, and we have a sneaking suspicion that it has to do with the Texas liquor laws. Texas has some weird liquor laws whenever you sail out of Galveston, but we got it on the second day, and we're gonna enjoy this. I don't know if a bed can have any because of his pouch situation. You can't really have carbonation, but I'm gonna try some. Maybe you can have a sip or two. We'll see. But we're gonna enjoy this, maybe on our balcony later tonight as the sun sets. That'll be cool.
Another perk of an Excel Suite is that you get 2 bottles of water in your stateroom. Now, since Chris and I are gold status, we each get 1.5 liters already. That's kind of cool. Here's another 1.5 liters per, and it says to my suite guests on there. So it's very clear. This one is complimentary.
Oh, hey there. I'm just relaxing in my robe. Here's the thing. These soft robes come with the suites, which is a nice perk. These are kind of like spa quality robes, and they're here for you in the suite. Here's my hot take. I'm not a robe person. I don't like robes. So like, take it or leave it if there's a robe in your room. But if you are a robe person, there are robes in your room here at the suites, which is very nice. You can utilize them. You can go flaunt them around the ship. Do whatever you want, right? But for me, I don't really care about robes.
Looky, looky, we got our laundry. This is one of the perks of staying in an Excel Suite, and it is completely complimentary. This is really nice. You want to do an inventory and you fill out the form. It's real easy. Just number of items that are going in, your name, cabin number. Then you fill up your laundry bag. You have your name, cabin number on here, and then your steward will take it. Power of cruise magic. And how nice is this? My shirts came back on a hanger, and the bag, which contained all the unmentionables, is right here. All my socks and undies perfectly folded. Actually a very nice touch. Because of the casino, Chris and I go to the casino, our clothes get real smoky, then you pack it. Even if you put it in a special compartment or bag, inevitably everything smells like smoke. I actually have no laundry coming home, which is good because we're packing and moving. You do get free room service in an Excel Suite. So all you do is press the room service button and you place your order. And then can I get a chocolate chip cookie? It's important to note that it is best practice to just confirm that there is no charge. You will get a receipt. There is no charge for room service. You can add additional gratuity, which you should because people are bringing food to you. All right, our food has arrived. It's brought right in. I mean, if you've had room service, you know what it's like. But we ordered a pepperoni pizza, got ourselves a chocolate chip cookie, look at that, and a famous chicken quesadilla. Instead of just get some light snacks, we have taken advantage of the free room service throughout this cruise. It's been absolutely amazing. So another perk is on-demand free movies. So not only are we enjoying our free quesadilla and pizza, but we're watching a free movie, Love and Thunder. This is such a nice perk. All you do is select the movie that you want. It's all been freed out or zeroed out, and you can enjoy your own private movie night.
Tonight for dinner, we're at Bonsai Teppanyaki here on the Carnival Jubilee, and you might be asking yourself, Chris and Abed, I thought you were doing a suite life video. Well, this is actually one of the perks of the suites. We were actually able to get a reservation here at Bonsai Teppanyaki because we have priority dining reservations. So we didn't book this prior to the cruise. We actually got on board and we're like, you know what? We're feeling teppanyaki. Let's see if we can get a spot. We went to the restaurant. Because we have a suite, we actually get priority reservations. So they found us a spot. Now we're eating here tonight. All right, we just finished dinner at Bonsai Teppanyaki and it was a 5 out of 5 experience. Everything was so great. Chefs were awesome. Food was fresh and really, really good. We would definitely do this again, and I'm so glad we got reservations. As one of the perks of getting an XL Class Suite, it gets you priority dining reservation, and we didn't have reservations before boarding on the Jubilee, and we honestly thought this was sold out. So we came and talked to them. They fit us in. They got us a spot, and here we go. We had dinner, and it was awesome. So definitely a really good perk of an XL Class Suite is priority dining reservations, because you can make last minute reservations like we did at Bonsai Teppanyaki, and you won't regret it. This place is awesome. You got to do it.
So we've talked a lot about the perks that you get with Carnival Excel Suites. We wanted to note something that kind of surprised us. When it comes to guest services, you will not get a dedicated line. If you're Diamond, Platinum, or you have Faster to the Fun, you do get a dedicated line for guest services. Not a huge deal, but something if you're expecting a dedicated line for booking an Excel Suite, that's one thing that you will not find. However, you do get a dedicated concierge phone number that you can call, which can be helpful, especially for dining reservations.
Maybe one of the best perks of staying here in an XL Suite on Carnival Jubilee is access to Loft 19. Loft 19 is an exclusive suite-only area right above the Serenity deck. I think there's a hot tub, tons of lounge chairs, and we might even get some chairside service, maybe some fruit, drinks, I don't know. Let's go figure it out.
All right, Chris, what do we think of the chairs?
All right, these chairs are actually super comfortable. They're nice and plush. We found some in the shade here.
Yeah,
I think we're just gonna chill out. What do you think?
definitely. Yeah, Chris is not wrong. These are so plush. This is really nice. I mean, so far, the amenities, being able to access Loft 19. Now, they do have servers that come around. They're going to get us some drinks. There is a hot tub that you can access a whirlpool. Yeah, I got to say, this experience has been great. Now, like we said, you only get access to Loft 19 when you stay in an Excel Suite. But I got to say, I'd rate this experience so far a 5 out of 5. There's just no one up here. And for what we paid for our suite, it's nice to have the seclusion because the pool deck can get kind of busy and really loud. It's great to just have a moment of quiet and relaxation. There's like no music playing. I can't hear anything. It's kind of windy because we are in the front, but the views, especially on a sea day, are just absolutely gorgeous.
So the new digital debarkation process, basically on day one of the cruise, you can choose your debarkation time and what method you want to use. And so everybody chooses that. You choose a slot, you choose a time slot on when you want to get off the ship, and then Kendall will come over the announcements as soon as we're able to get off. She'll start calling different zones or different group numbers, and that's when you get off the ship. Otherwise, you just kind of like chill out in your room. This is to kind of keep the crowds from milling around in the common areas, hanging out on the stairs, forming lines, because it can get really, really hectic, especially here on Carnival. All right, our luggage is all lined up and we're gonna go hang out in the Atlantic dining room. They had somebody at the elevators for us directing us where to go, which was super nice. Very, very organized. Everyone knows where to put their stuff and knows where to go wait. So it's been really smooth so far.
All right, we're off to the Atlantic to wait for suites to be called.
It's really nice. They have a table set up here for you while you wait for your group to be called. They have complimentary tea, coffee, water. They have some juices, and they have some pastries out too. So I got the little Danish thing. So we're just gonna go chill out and wait. If you have a suite or if you're Diamond or Platinum, definitely get down to deck 6 as early as you can. We're down here about an hour, probably hour and a half before we actually get off the ship. And, you know, line your luggage up early and just go chill out. You definitely will avoid all the crowds by the elevators. You'll avoid the hassle of trying to like get your bags down and fight through the crowds. It was really, really easy this morning. We didn't really have to wait for an elevator at all. And we grabbed some breakfast here in the dining room, and now we're just waiting and chilling and hanging out. So only if you're Diamond, Platinum, or Suites though. They did have people posted at the elevators when we came down to make sure that we were one of those 3 categories. Otherwise, they're going to send you back upstairs to your room or to one of the other waiting areas. Okay, debarkation off the ship was super easy, very smooth. Actually, I have to applaud the Jubilee staff for being super organized and keeping everybody in line. At one point, they were speaking to us like we were 5-year-olds, but honestly, you kind of have to. Otherwise, people will just do whatever they want. So they did an awesome job of just making sure that everybody was clear on the instructions and followed directions. But we were off the ship in like 10 minutes, all together, like off the ship and back out here to the parking lot in about 10 minutes. So couldn't have asked for a smoother debarkation. All right, we're gonna head back to the car and get on our way back to Austin. But stay tuned because we'll give you our final thoughts here in the end. You're not gonna wanna miss it. We have a lot to say. All right, guys, we are back home from the cruise, and we wanted to give you our final thoughts on whether or not the Excel Suite experience is worth it on Carnival. Overall, I think Abed and I really did enjoy our time, but there are some definite pros and some definite cons to the suite experience aboard Carnival Cruise Line. Let's start with the good stuff though. Some pros: that room was amazing. It was huge, so much space. And can we talk about that shower? That shower was next level awesome. Better than any shower I've even taken on land. So cool. And like I said, the room size was great. It was awesome having a balcony at the front of the ship. There was just plenty of room for both of us to relax, enjoy ourselves, and have a little refuge from the busyness and craziness that can be a Carnival cruise ship. Now, as for some of the perks, we did enjoy the free movies. The free room service was also a huge perk. We normally don't get room service because you have to pay for it on Carnival, but getting it for free was awesome. And I have to say, Loft 19 is a game changer. If you guys enjoy the Serenity deck and you just want it to be a little more quiet, because sometimes Serenity can get a little crazy, Loft 19 was never busy. There were always chairs to be had. The service was awesome up there. And it was nice to have your own dedicated hot tub also that wasn't full of kids. So I have to say Loft 19 was great. Compared to some other cruise lines, it's weird that Carnival does not have a dedicated space specifically for its suite guests like a restaurant. We were sort of expecting for that price that you pay that there's a little bit more of an exclusivity factor. I honestly think, to be completely frank, the Havana Suites get maybe a little bit better of an area, especially on the smaller Carnival ships. The Havana areas, I think, are better than Loft 19. Overall, would we do it again? I think if we got a deal on a suite, Abed and I would definitely do it again. It wasn't a horrible experience. It wasn't bad. It was actually good. I just don't think that the price point that they charge for that justifies all the perks that you get. Abed and I paid for this out of our own pocket, and while we did enjoy it, we did feel like it was a little bit overpriced for what you get.
That being said, we're very privileged to be able to do what we do. We thank you so much. If you want to be a member of our channel, click that join button. There's exclusive perks just for you, including early access and members only videos, not those kind. We really appreciate your support if you made it this far. It means the world to us. Help us get to 10,000, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit our year-end goal. You heard that alarm, that means laundry's done. Chris, you got that right, because I gotta edit.
I got it.
All right, we'll see you on the next one.